Good afternoon from Williamsburg, Virginia. We are here in uh, Virginia for our son's graduation from William and Mary Law School. And this doesn't quite look like my office if you take note of what's behind me when I make my recordings in my office. But anyway, we'll communicate. I am so glad to have you in the class, and my passion in my communication is to accurately represent God and His Word, to study to show myself approved of to God, a workman that does not need to be ashamed, but also to be proclaiming accurately and honorably the Lord Jesus Christ as I preach. That takes commitment, it takes work, it's a passion of the heart, but as we do that, it's not only representing God, it's representing God to people and accurately representing His truth to people. That's important, and it implies that we understand who our audience is. Now, in this class, we are going to be doing some great work. Our text is going to be Philippians chapter 4, verses 1 to 9. When I prepare to preach a passage like that, I want to read the book a number of times. And the 4 or 5 times in different translations or paraphrases, so that I get a good handle on the word and the intent of the author, so that when I come to this section of 9 verses, Philippians 4, 1 to 9, I understand the whole context of the letter in a much better way and a fuller way. You will be responsible to cover all 9 verses in your sermon. And as long as we're talking about that, you will have a practice sermon that is to do by June 27. When I get the evaluation of that taken care of, then you will have until July 11 to produce a ministry video. Now that sermon has to be done in a ministry setting. So that's a youth group, a ladies Bible study group, a Sunday morning service, a Sunday evening service, any kind, a nursing home. It doesn't have a specific definition, but it's very important that it be done in a ministry setting. The first one you can do in your bedroom or wherever. Our course description, I think, is very good, and that's where we're headed. An examination of the structure and preparation of expositional messages. Major emphasis is placed on formulating a homiletical idea from a biblical text, Philippians 4, 1 to 9, and developing and supporting it with appropriate application to a given audience. Students prepare and deliver messages, it says in class, but I have just explained how we're to do that. That is an important, crucial key point of what we're up to. The weekly schedule is quite important for you to get a handle on, and I get it up here where you can see what I want you to see, and then get my finger over there. Right there is where it says, for this audio video lab, each week you have a specific theme, and for this first week, it's on the spiritual preparation of sermon. Every week, this video lab will have a specific theme. Now, because some of my students, when I've taught this class before, had difficulty finding that, in my preparation, I went back and printed out my schedule, and then I also highlighted the theme for each week. And by the way, something else I did is I wrote the dates on the edge of the schedule so that I could very easily keep track of them. In the middle of all that, week 7 is a reflection paper about the Moody Handbook for Preaching. Now, I'm a kind of person, I like to get things done, and I'm concerned about the schedule that you are on, that between June 27 and July 11, with July 4th in between, you are to turn in this reflection paper. I don't know what your schedules are, but if it were me, I would try to have that reflection paper written long before the seventh week. And that's just your own personal concerns. 3 DBs, discussion boards a week for most weeks. 300 words by Friday night, midnight Chicago time. 100 words on at least 2 peers by at least Monday night Chicago time. The other part that I would say to that is, please don't just make a comment at late Monday night. Interact. We've all probably made comments as we walked out the door and shut the door that weren't for interaction. They were a statement, maybe with some fervor in it. Post early enough that your peers can interact with you. These discussion boards are so awesome. What a privilege and opportunity for the 11 of you to interact together, to grow in your skills, and to participate in this. So, as we work on these things together, it's going to be a great time of learning. Oh, I know one other thing I want to talk to you about. The uploading your sermons, both the practice sermon and your final sermon. I've had students who had difficulty getting that done because they had slow internet speed. So if you don't know how to do that, you need to learn how to do that, because that's a crucial element of our whole process. In another announcement, I said something about cohorts, and any place that says cohorts, you just scratch that out or ignore it or whatever, because we do not do cohorts any longer. It has been determined by MDL staff that that's not a best practice. So we work together and we'll learn together. I hope you're looking forward to the class as much as I am. I certainly am looking forward to it, and I know that God is going to meet us in a special way. God bless you.